What would you say is like the most traumatic thing that you witnessed while being locked up?
Traumatic. I think I told this story on Dogs in the Yard. I seen knife fights, I seen dudes get cut. But I think traumatic was like a real police beat down. You know what I'm saying? Think like I'm always gonna refer to that story because I was like 19, and the fear I felt from like 60 big white boys, just picture an army of dudes with sticks out, batons, and then they ultimately take this one young boy and they kind of just like break him up bad, and you can't do nothing. You literally limited, and then you can't turn around, like you suicide mission, right? That
Do you know
moment for
why they
me.
did that to him?
Yeah, he ended up cutting the old timer over some words that they had. It was a stupid political thing. Old timer said the young boy was messing with a gay dude, and the young timer wasn't having it. Song cut him. They got the rocking, and police wanted the knife, or they wanted they wanted the weapon, and they was just breaking them up. But what I heard was like just shrieks and screams, and you know what I'm saying? Like it was real. It was real.
So it was like you guys all were facing the wall during that happening, and there was like nothing that you could do but listen to him and cry out in pain, basically.
Yeah. It was like 6-1, and it was like maybe 30 of us. I'm around a bunch of old timers, some solid dudes was there. It wasn't like, we ain't have it like, the heart to do it. It's just like, you gotta, like, this is a moment in time, right? Like, son wasn't trying to give it up or whatever the case is. And like, yeah, you facing the wall, and they got you like stretched out, and they make you come back real, real far. So now if you fall, they gonna jump on you. So imagine you trying to hold your arms and they stretching all the way out, and your arms. I remember that moment. I was like, yo, this is crazy. And I was still young. That was like a joke right there, like a culture shock. Like, oh yeah, you in prison. That's Comstock. That's gladiator school. Anybody know about Comstock? It's a different world than like a Sing Sing. You know what I'm saying? So it basically, that was my first moment that I could feel like traumatized me.
So what ended up happening to him? Did you see the kid after?
And nah. I know he was sent to the emergency room and all that, but I don't know exactly like the outcome.
Crazy. In your time, did you see like CEOs get away with a lot of dirty shit?
Hell yeah. That's the norm in there too, right? Like that's the doggy dog world that the Lions is responding to too, right? Like that's the norm. You know what I'm saying? And then you think about the stories that is also superseding the reputation of corrections, right? Like them burying dudes, you know what I'm saying? Them cuffing dudes and throwing them down the stairs head first, kicking nuts in, right? Like you hearing all these stories, right? So like when I got to Comstock, like those stories were ever present because some of the CEOs that were there were still there, or the ones that were said to have done that were still there. You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
Because you hear stories though that like the CEOs is more dirty than the police.
Equally. Equally. Yeah. Law enforcement inside and outside is tough, man. They corrupt, man. You know what I'm saying?
That's crazy.